Does anyone else want to introduce themselves before we start? Or are we ready to start now?
We are about to start within few seconds. So right
Okay.
now, 8:59, and we ready to go in few seconds. Yes. Looking to improve your speaking and leadership skills. Ignite your career. Gain the confidence to speak up. You have come to the right place. Since 1924, Toastmasters International has helped more than 4 million people just like you from around the world become more confident speaker and a leader. Toastmaster International is a world leader in communication and leadership development with more than 364,000 members is over 16,200 clubs in 145 countries. This network of clubs of learning by doing programs are sure to help you to improve. Toastmaster International is a world leader which make you self-confidence and skills. You need to express yourself effectively in any situation, whether you are a professional, student, stay-at-home parent, or retired. Toastmaster is most efficient, enjoyable, affordable way of gaining great communication skills. You learn how to formulate and express your ideas effectively, be more persuasive and confident giving presentations, improving your one-to-one dealing with others. Don't delay. Become the speaker and a leader you want to be. Confident, charismatic leader were not born that way. As we progress in Toastmasters, you will get to practice your skills by organizing and conducting meetings like that and motivating others to help you, like we have the keynote speaker. Become a better negotiator, gain trust, inspire your team and organization. Toastmaster mission. Every Toastmasters clubs share the same mission, clearly defined. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Through this mission, each Toastmasters gain a clear understanding of the club purpose, and the organization as a whole benefit from a shared set of values and goals. Visit our next meeting. Guests are almost welcome. You won't regret it. Without a further ado, I would like to say some few ground rules. Mute yourself, speak and mute yourself. Don't make chatting here and there. Focus on speaker view, and whenever we ask, give in the virtual applause, or if moderators allow you, you can speak. So I have one more chief coordinator who is taking a lead to further to introducing. He is, in my view, is the youngest Toastmaster, and he's growing all over the world. He is doing his public relationship work, and he's inspiring all over the world, which has an example of leaders worldwide. Now he is a part of Bahrain IT Professional Toastmasters Club, Vice President Public Relations. Apart from this one, he is also doing volunteer work, which is PWA, Parents Welfare Association. He is also over there as a secretary. He is doing a volunteer work over there, and he's a great leader and inspire leader of me. Not to take further time, I would like to invite Toastmaster Tawfiq Kader to proceed the further proceeding. Over to you, Toastmaster Tawfiq.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viqar, for the lovely, wonderful words and gestures. I hope that smile tells it all. Good morning once again to all the guests and all the youth leaders and the mentors. It's a privilege and honor to be here together with Madam Cynthia Stott, whom already we had a brief introduction. But just to let's aware about the audience, she has a 47,000 followers worldwide. Yoo-hoo! That much is like almost a country in some part of the island. And she has 140 countries that she has been over to virtually. And from the age of 11, she's been traveling, and she has acquired a lot of followers in various social platforms. She's an international speaker, coach, global visibility influencer. She has got a success in mindset expert. She's a president and sponsor of Leaders Worldwide, who I also happen to be a member of VPPR, Public Relation. She's a distinguished Toastmaster. The reason that we invited her and she influenced us, the main reason was she is from the background that she had some phobia, and she overcome that phobia. And that is the experience that we would like to share with our youth leaders. Today, when we asked the youth leaders to introduce themselves, they were shy. They were still trying to wake up from the sleep, or a long weekend perhaps. But this is the platform that we are giving to you. She will be giving you, conveying you her message, her heartfelt message that will attract you on how to communicate and how to overcome your fear, how to overcome your phobia. And the best way to do that is only through facing, speaking, coming over, and facing yourself. And who better than Madam Cynthia Stott? She has a long list. If I keep going on, it will never end and you will be bored. And we want it to be entertained, and she wants it lively. So please switch on your cameras, give a warm round of applause virtually by raising your hand and welcoming her along with me. Over to you, DTM Cynthia Stott. DTM Cynthia.
Thank you so much, Tawfiq. I'm so happy to be here. Are you all ready to have fun? Because it's 11 o'clock at night for me. And if I don't have fun, I'm going to fall asleep on you. So you need to help me wake up, okay? Can you help me wake up? I want you to open your mics and give a big Yahoo! Open your mic. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
That helps to wake me up. And we can do another one. We can do yeehaw, like the cowboys do. Want to do yeehaw? Open your mics. Ready? Yeehaw! Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
I once rounded up cattle on top of a horse, and that's what we said to the cattle, yeehaw, and they moved. So that's what I want to do today. I want to move you. I want to wake you up. I want to chase away your fears and doubts and self-consciousness. Now, Toastmaster Tawfiq, he said that I had phobias. I didn't have one phobia. I didn't have two phobias. I had 6 strong fears. I was a scaredy cat. I was afraid of everything till I was almost 40 years old. And I was most afraid of public speaking and visibility. I had a nickname in college. They called me something different. I don't know if you've ever had a nickname. Sometimes bullies give you nicknames. They weren't quite bullies, but they called me out. They called me Miss Wiggles. Miss Wiggles, because my whole body shook because I was terrified. And my lip did that little quivery thing, and I couldn't get my words out of my mouth. And I was so flushed. My face was not only red, it turned purple. And one time I saw this black curtain coming down, and I knew I was going to faint. And I said, Cynthia, breathe. And then I could breathe, and I could speak on stage. And I was speaking to 300 people in the audience, and I didn't faint. So if you're afraid of speaking, I have a secret for you. Do you want to hear my secret? There's something you can do physically that will change the chemistry in your brain and make you not afraid anymore. My friend was a part of a scientific study, and they put her inside a CT scan, which is like this big medical tunnel that you go inside. And a lot of people get really afraid when they go inside there. But she was fine, and they measured her brain, and they saw how it looked when she was calm. And then they showed her scary, scary pictures. And her brain changed because she was fearful. And then she did something special that changed her brain back to normal. Do you want to know what it is? Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. She wiggled her toes. So wiggle your toes. And that changes the chemistry in your brain. And it will help you to not be afraid when you speak. And I have a couple more tools that I add to that. So you breathe, because sometimes when we get afraid, we catch our breath and we don't breathe. So you got to breathe and put your mind on your feet. Don't look at your feet. No, put your mind at your feet. Let it fall down to your feet. Breathe and wiggle your toes. And it will give you more courage. Okay, can you do that? Great. And Tawfiq, can you read out some of the comments that we get in the chat? I'd like to hear the comments that we've been seeing.
Usaid Khan says, I did not expect wiggle or toes. And Zara Muniz, she's just smiling it over.
Smiling. Ooh, that's a good one. Is that it?
Yeah, 2 at the moment. Anybody else?
Okay. I'm going to tell you about smiling. So I was a brain education instructor, and I had a student that she was my private student because she was too busy in her German class. She was an American, spoke English. Actually, her first language was Chinese and then English. And then she was learning German, and then she was going to learn Japanese, and then she was going to go to Japan the following year. And she came in with her homework, and she had flashcards, little index cards. And she had the Japanese character on one side and the English pronunciation on another. And she had 24 cards with characters on them. And she knew only 8 out of 24. But when we did brain education with her, She knew 22 out of 24 in only 10 minutes. And the key to brain education is smiling. Smiling and laughing also changes your brain. And one of my fears was heights. And so I decided to do a bungee jump. Do you know what that is? That's where you go way, way up. I went 17 stories up on with a crane. And I brought one of my coworkers, a man from my work, because I was afraid that I couldn't pull the ripcord. And on the way up, he started getting mad at me. He said, Cynthia, why did you invite me to do this? I can't believe I'm up here. Blah, 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 blah. And I said, be quiet, close your eyes and smile, and you'll enjoy it. And he did. And he pulled the ripcord, and I screamed like a banshee going down 17 stories. And then we flew back and forth like Peter Pan and Wendy with their arms out in the air. And he was smiling. He was saying, I'm so glad we did this, Cynthia. The smiling changed the way he thought about that bungee jump. Because he smiled, he could be open to it. So smiling is really, really important. Who said that smiling was important on the chat? Tawfiq, who was that?
Zahra Muniz.
Zahra Muniz, you're very, very wise. Great. Awesome. So we're going to talk about I'm sorry?
One of the mentors, Sangeeta, she says, that's takeaway for me too.
Ah, yay! Lots of takeaways today. Great. So do we have the handout for the guide for the participants on impromptu speaking? If we can have that up on the screen. And
Sure.
We're going to have you each read a paragraph. Great. You have it so quick. Okay. So it says, thinking and speaking on your feet. Very, very important. So who would like to read the first paragraph, table topics? Ali, would you like to read the first paragraph? Who's that?
Yes, sure.
We have some volunteers raise their hands as well.
Ah, that'd be perfect. I can't see them, so could you call on them for me?
Akshara Samin, would you like to begin with the first paragraph?
Yes, sure, sir. No. Okay, table topics. Have you ever been called up in class to give your opinion about something only to have your mind go blank? Or worse yet, give your opinion, but it was also disorganized at the point you were trying to make was lost? The ability to think on your feet is an important skill. That's why you'll have the opportunity to practice thinking on your feet through table topics. During the table topics portion of youth leadership meeting, several participants will be asked to speak on certain topic to be given by the coordinator. The topic may be about anything, community affairs, current events, people, etc. Your talk should be 1 to 2 minutes long. The goal is to present your thought in a clear, logical manner with little preparation.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to pause here for just a sec and talk about when your words are lost. Have you ever done that where your words are just lost? Really good to breathe, put your mind at your feet and wiggle your toes. And then you might even remember what you had to say. Okay, the next paragraph, the next person. Do we have another volunteer?
Yes.
Yeah, all yours.
Yeah, organizing. Organizing your thoughts. You want to do two things when you present your table topics talk. You want to present ideas worth listening to with skill and conviction. You also want to say something sensible that will be of value to others. If you keep these objectives in mind, you will have no trouble thinking and speaking on your feet. After you have been given your your topic, you have a few seconds to organize your thoughts before must speak. The following guidelines will help. Decide instantly upon a clear and definite point of view on the subject, then state it. Yeah.
Want to move up there, Tawfiq, so she can see that? Yeah.
Yeah. Justify your point of view with 2 or 3 specific reasons. Illustrate your point of view in terms of your experience or the experience of your listeners. Finish with a summary and other reasons you may have thought of since you have had more time to consider your point of view.
Great. And can we have another volunteer? Thank you.
Zaid Mullah, can you switch on your camera? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Participating in discussion, sharing ideas. Whenever you are in a meeting or in a classroom, you will most likely become involved in some type of discussion. Discussing a sharing of ideas is the usual method for solving problems. Arriving at the discussion or making plans, a good discussion is open and purposeful, and it depends on 2 things: participants who understand the purpose and a discussion leader who knows what he or she is doing. Discussion differs from other talks in one important way. It's a joint effort. Each participant contributes. There is a sharing of ideas, feeling, and information. A fact one remember lacks is given by another. Everyone gives and everyone gains. The ability to think on your feet is essential. There are 2 different kinds of discussions: the conference and the panel discussion. Yes.
Great. We have another volunteer.
Zurafa, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. The conference. In a conference, there is usually a specific problem to be solved, no matter if it's a conference for your church, school, community, or business. The procedure for solving the problem is the same. First, the group will decide on the problem and phrases it in an open-ended way. For example, drinking should be prohibited for people under 21 years of age. Is close-ended. It's better to say what should be done about drinking by teenagers. Next, the group discussed the extent of the problem and why the group should be concerned about it. Then, the group creates a list of solutions. Everyone is encouraged to contribute and no one's ideas are rejected. The group evaluates the solutions suggested and decides which ones are practical and which ones are not. Then the best one is selected. The best solution is the one that meets the need created by the problem more satisfactory than any of the alternative solutions.
Great. Great. And the next volunteer.
Ahmed,
Yes, the conference leader. Sometimes you will be called upon to be the conference leader. If not in this youth leadership program, then in your church group, school or civic club, or in your job. Your duty as conference leader is important. You will be the one who brings the problem before the group, leads the discussions, and keeps it on track, but don't do all of the talking. The purpose of the conference is to get the group's ideas on the subject. All you should do is encourage others to give their comments and ideas and stop them when they wander from the subject being discussed.
Great. Great. And next volunteer.
David,
Yes. The panel discussion. Another type of group discussion in which you will participate at some times is the panel discussion. A panel discussion is a discussion group consisting of 4 to 8 people, a leader, and an audience who will have a chance to participate. The panel discusses a topic of interest to the audience. The panel studies the subject from different viewpoints and arrives at a conclusion. In a panel discussion, the panel and the leader sit at a table in front of the audience. The leader introduces the subject. Each panel member discusses a subject or some aspect of it. After all have spoken, the audience is invited to ask questions or give comments. Panel members do not make formal speeches. They present ideas and ask questions of each other and try to draw conclusions.
Great. And next.
Next, we have the guest, Ali Khan from Pakistan.
Okay, can you read the panel leader?
Occasionally, you may be asked to serve as leader or moderator of a panel discussion. If so, your job is to introduce the subject and each of the speakers. Then begin the discussion by calling on one of the speakers. Be sure that all panelists have a chance to speak, and stop members who speak too long or wander from the subject. Keep the discussion moving toward the goal.
Great.
So we have next,
Next.
Ankush.
Yes. More tips for impromptu speaking. Once you've become comfortable with impromptu speaking and table topics, you may want to try following other mental outlines to help organize your thoughts. Following are some outlines you may want to remember. Number 1, give your opinion, then justify it with 2 or 3 specific reasons. For example, you may say the quality of education in our schools has declined in recent years. Studies show that a majority of high school graduates read only at a 6th grade level and cannot write complete sentences or spell simple words.
Number 2.
Number 2, state a problem and show its causes. You could say, last year, 15 people were killed in automobile accidents on a 5-mile part of Highway 25. This segment has long been dangerous because of its sharp curves and steep hills. Now, new housing developments have increased traffic on the road. Number 3, offer a viewpoint, yours or someone else's, and elaborate on it. Last week, our student council voted to allow a smoking area in our school cafeteria. This action seems to be part of a trend in our school to encourage smoking among students. I feel this trend should be stopped. And number 4, state a goal or problem and tell what must be done to achieve that goal or solve that problem. Our club's goal is to raise $500 for new uniforms. Here's what we can do to achieve this goal.
Okay, we have a next guest speaker.
Do you want to finish 5 and 6?
Yeah. Number 5, describe a process. What happens when you telephone the volunteer fire department to report a fire? First, the fireman answering the telephone records the information. And number 6, break a problem, situation, or object into its components and discuss them. The US national government is divided into 3 branches: legislative, executive, and judicial. The legislative branch consists of.
Thank you very much. Do we have another volunteer for the next section, or are we finished?
We have a guest speaker and
it's just an evaluation guide. Okay.
So do you want the evaluation guide to be read? Or?
I think that's enough. That's enough. Let's start getting into action. So you can stop sharing the screen now. Now, I want to get to know you a little bit better. Tawfiq, can you watch the hands that are raised? If you could lower your hands, but then raise your hand if you are shy in public speaking, if you're a little hesitant to be a public speaker, if you get nervous, if your heart pounds. Oh, we have quite a few. Okay, pick one for me that hasn't spoken yet, Tawfiq.
Okay, Atika Parveen.
Okay, do you want to unmute your mic?
And can you switch on your video as well, please, so we can spotlight you?
Yeah, I know.
Hi, ma'am.
It's scary. Hi. Okay, great. Now, we're going to do a table topic. So we're going to do an exercise with you first that's going to calm you down. Do you have a racing heart? You a little nervous? Oops,
Yes.
did you just appear? Ah, yeah. Okay. Okay, where'd you go? Are you still there?
Yeah, she spotlights it with you.
She's spotlight. Okay, great. Okay, so I want you to breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And then let your mind slip down all the way to your feet. Don't look at your feet. Just let your mind slip down to your feet and wiggle your toes. Wiggle your toes. Okay. And now, do we have a timer?
Yes, we
We start-
do. We have 2 timers. So which one would like to come and watch here?
Yeah, let's have a timer. So let's give the green light at 1 minute, the yellow light at 1.5 minutes, and the red light at 2 minutes. Okay, you ready, timer? Who's gonna time?
Timer, can you just show me your background so I know who's the timer? Because we have 2 timers.
Okay. Okay.
Rafa is ready now.
Rafa is ready. All right.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, now you're just going to talk till the green light goes on, or you can talk till the red light goes on. But try to talk till the green light goes on, okay?
Can we have the timing criteria again, DTM, Cynthia?
It's a green light at 1 minute, yellow light at 1.5 minutes, and red light at 2 minutes. So can you show the green light? And that's where you want to speak at least to the green light. Okay. And you're just going to tell us your favorite thing to do. Your favorite thing to do, whether it's eating or skiing, whatever you want to do. What's your favorite thing to do?
Hello, everybody. My name is Viqaruddin, and I'm 15 years old. So my favorite thing to do is reading books, and mostly it's romantic books, but I like also playing basketball at times, and I love to talk with my mom, which is quite fun, but we don't get much of time because she's very busy at home, because being a homemaker is not so easy, always working here and there. And I love spending time with my friends and family. And I also am very lazy and clumsy at times and very childish too. So it's fun to read books, and all the different types of stories that I read are so special to me. I love books. I keep reading different ones. I like fantasy, comedy, and stuff. It's quite special for me. Books are like a relief point for me where I can simply just relax.
Great. And did you speak to the green? I can't see the timer.
Yeah,
Yes,
to
it-
agree.
You did. Okay. How do you feel?
Fine. Okay.
Well, you were smiling at the beginning, and that always helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you did it. You spoke to the green. Woohoo! Very, very good. Excellent. You're going to speak again next time you're called upon?
Probably, yes.
Yeah. You didn't die. That's a good thing. Awesome. Thank you very much. And who else was shy? And we had the hand up for shy.
Amatullah.
Okay. Do you want to speak? And we're going to start with some breathing when you're ready. Okay, breathing in and out. And put a smile on your face. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And let your mind slip down to your feet. Don't look at your feet. Just let your mind slip down. Wiggle your toes. And then share with us what is your favorite thing to do.
Okay. My favorite thing to do is painting and basketball. I have been playing basketball since I was 6 years old. My favorite player is Michael Jordan, and my favorite team is Chicago Bulls. In my family, I'm the only one who loves basketball. My brother, my dad are mostly fans of football, so I don't get to watch so many matches. Painting, I started painting recently during COVID to spend my time in painting because I get really bored. I'm seventh grade. I go to DPS. I live in Kuwait. I'm from Mumbai. My favorite color is blue, and thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. How do you feel?
I feel less nervous, but like still a little bit nervous.
A little bit nervous is okay. We really the difference between fear and enthusiasm is not a lot of difference. So you can think about when you're nervous or fearful, oh, I'm just enthusiastic, I'm just excited, and it will feel different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Madam
And you
Cynthia,
had a smile on your face.
Madam Cynthia, we didn't realize how the time went away, and we can take one more and then it should be it because we have another session as well.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Okay, so one more volunteer.
Riya, can you turn on your camera? Yeah.
Priya, Sarah, Sumesh.
Yes.
Okay, let's breathe together, breathing in and out. Because you stop breathing when you're scared and nervous. Breathing in and smile out. Breathing in and smile out. And let your mind slip down down to your feet. Don't look at your feet and wiggle your toes. And then share with us what your favorite thing to do is.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be saying what I like to do during my free time, and that is solving Rubik's Cube. I love to solve Rubik's Cubes every time. The ones that I learned to solve are the 3x3, which is the normal Rubik's Cube, and the Ivy Rubik's Cube. It takes about 2 weeks to learn. It's actually easy if you show interest to it. Now I'm trying to learn how to solve the master morphics, which is a kind of a difficult cube. It is a shape-shifting cube, and it has 6 colors. And yes, there's something about the Rubik's Cube is that we get to also learn a lot of new terms like algorithms and new movements, which is very new to us. Yes, that's it.
Great. How did you feel, Sharon?
I was very scared first.
You were scared at first, but you're smiling now. Yeah, as you do it more often, you'll get more comfortable with it. It's like anything, you have to exercise that muscle so that you have more experience, and then you'll get used to it. And soon we won't be able to shut you up. Congratulations to all 3 of you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to
Good
turn it
joining
back
us.
to you, Toastmaster Tawfiq.
Thank you, Madam Cynthia. We would love to have you here for long and maybe a next time another session as well. It's very well enjoyable. We are joined by our BITP President, Ahmed Al-Balushi. I'm just asking him to switch on his camera if he can. Toastmaster Viqar, can you assist me on that, please?
Morning. Youth, everyone over here.
Yeah,
everyone by
he's
his
up
name,
there.
her name. Good morning to all. Sorry for being late. I just had some other things, commitments to do. And even I have to leave in 30 minutes because I have another meeting. But this is really pleasure being here with you. The young leaders that we are proud of them to be here with us today. And I hope that they are getting lots of benefit out of this program. I know that lots of things that they're on the edge for you kids, and I know that you will be excelling in the future with this program. I can assure you about that, because even with our age we learned a lot and still we are learning. So imagine with your mind and with your fresh mind what you can do with that. You will be a great leaders, all of you. Cynthia, how are you? It's great to see you over here with us today. Thank you for being
I'm
here.
so glad to be here.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. So how it's going? How's everything? Are you enjoying kids?
Well.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
They had smiles on their face.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it. It's fun, kids. By the way, it's fun. Sorry for calling you kids because I count you, all of you, as my kids. And I hope that I have this army of kids, mashallah. I would enjoy that. So it's what I want to say over here about your program, although I'm a mentor for group 5 over here, but what I want to say over here is that do not hesitate to ask. This is how leaders, they learn. For us, we did this mistake when we were younger. We could not have that simple of leaders who can guide us. I don't know why. Maybe because I was not there on the right time, on the right place to get that type of leaders to teach us. Nowadays, things are different. Imagine the things that with technology, how it's going and moving forward. And that's why I can tell you that you have to benefit from every single thing in your life. Whatever comes to your life that is beneficial, add it to your CV. Make it worthable for you. You are here, utilize the time. Do whatever it takes to take you to the higher level.
Sorry, you are muted.
Okay, sorry. So again, even if you fail and you fall on your path while you are moving, fall forward. I hear that from Denzel Washington, the greatest actor, American actor. One of his motivational speeches. He said, if you want to fall, then fall forward. Do not fall backward, which means that when you fall forward, you will raise up and you will continue. When you fall backward, then you took a step backward. You got it? So failure is an experience that it will tell you, it will make it for you a best practice. When it's a best practice, then you will learn from it. This is how you have to think about it. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
So
Thank you.
I will not take too much from your time. I know you have limited time. Sorry for that. So I will get back the mic to you over here, guys. You have anything, please let me know. Both groups, if you need anything, you get my contacts from Viqaruddin, from Tawfiq. Contact me. I'll be there for you anytime you want. Thank you very much.
Toastmaster Ahmed, please stay on, and can you share the screen? Toastmaster,
I will be there for another 30 minutes, huh, Tawfiq? Because I have another meeting, huh?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Please give a big round of applause this is the moment we all enjoyed, and especially the children, the youth leaders. So thank you, DTM Cynthia, for your valuable time. I know it's pretty late. Thank you for being with us. It's an honor and our pleasure.
My pleasure, truly. It's worth staying up so late for you.
Thank you. All the mentors also enjoyed it, wiggling their toes. They learned something new. So thank you very much for sharing the experience and the knowledge. So Toastmaster Vicar, we're all set. I think we should go into the breakout rooms.
Yes, and thank you everyone again, once again, and we will see in our coming next session. Those guests would like to continue, you can continue with us and see the show of the youth leaders. They're starting their meeting, so you can start process. And thank you so much, DTM Cynthia, and all the guests and everyone who enjoyed over here. You can
Any particular person who's going to go in BYLP?
One participant, he asked me to, he wants to make his question. Yeah, okay, you can. Emmanuel, are you here?
I will now start doing the process of BYLP.
Yes.
Meanwhile, if there's anything more, please let me know.
Yeah, sure. So you can move out and only keep this Emmanuel here. I will also move over.
How long are
Emmanuel,
your breakout sessions? For an hour?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Or
can I join one for a few minutes?
Yes, sure.
Like to
some of them,
join or
and some of the mentors ask for my WhatsApp number. You can share it with them freely.
Sure. So anybody who would like to join in BYLP, please raise your hand so I can spot you on.
Tawfiq, but you can move me also to BYLP.
Okay, sure, sir.
Yeah, okay. You bring him again. We did not give him a chance for. Okay, it's okay. Now I'm also going there.
Toastmaster Purvi, you like to be here or would you like to move on?
So, which meeting I need to evaluate?
With Vicar, yes.
Yeah, so you will send me there. Yeah.
I've sent you the request. Kadisha Kari, thank you for joining us. If you like to be in the room, we have two sessions. One is session A, which is the current session, and the B session B, which is the other breakout room. So you can join either of us. It's both of them is the same. Mentor Abraham, I think I sent you, but you were not able to join in. I'm not able to hear you.
Okay, is this join breakout room 1?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much.
That's not the end. There's always a way out. There are 3 important elements that if you focus on can make a big difference in your overall speech. Number 1, know your topic really well. Now, today
Somebody.
you guys are talking about yourself.
Okay.
Ali, do you want to stay and go in a breakout room, or do you want to leave? Either choice is up to you. Do you want to join one of the breakout rooms and see what they do?
Yes, I think I must stay.
Okay, great. So put him in either an A or B, whichever one you think would be good, Mohammed and Tawfiq.
This is the A. And it's over to the president. President is Ahmed.
Yes. What is it?
President Yusuf Ahmed. Yusuf Ahmed, YLP president.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
YLP president Yusuf. Is he there? I don't spot him. Or vice president. Vice president.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, so I will leave it for you to start the session as official because president is absent. You can just say that you're starting the session A, YLP.
Okay. So I'm Ashura Samin, Vice President of Group A YLP, and I am starting the session for this meeting.
You'll be great. Wiggle your toes.
And hand over to MC,
Yeah,
who
and,
is
who's MC?
Aisha Tawfiq.
Okay, and I hand over the meeting now to MC Aisha Tawfiq.
Thank you, Vice President Ms. Anshara Samin. Good morning, fellow youth leaders and distinguished guests. As Toastmaster of the day, it is my responsibility to introduce you to our speakers. After the speeches have concluded, I will ask for the timer's report, request ballot to be passed to the YLP coordinator through the given link, and introduce the general evaluator and ask the grammarian for their report. I will then return the control of the meeting to the Vice President before we conclude today. The theme for today's meeting is Unleash the Leader in You. Moving on, now we have a girl who enjoys traveling across the globe, writing, cooking, and reading. Her ambition is to become a doctor. I am pleased to welcome today's timer, Zurafa Mohammed.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Greeting, Miss Master of Ceremonies, fellow youth leaders, coordinators, and guests. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red, which denote specific time remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Those giving speeches timed icebreaker should be limited to 3 to 4 minutes in length. At 3 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 3 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 4 minutes, I'll raise the red card. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Hackmaster's time limit is only 1 minute, and I will show red card directly. Thank you, and over to MC.
Thank you, Zurafa. Next, we have a 14-year-old girl residing in UAE who got up an hour later than the rest of us, since UAE is 1 hour ahead of Bahrain and Kuwait. Despite English being her favorite and best subject in school, she's very particular about how she writes and types. Her intellect is sufficient for the role of grammarian. Please welcome Zara Muniz.
Thank you, Aisha. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is unleash, which means to let loose. An example of the word in a sentence would be, he unleashed his power, meaning he let all of his power loose. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also the report on the usage of word of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have a 17-year-old who lives in Bahrain. Currently, he is applying to universities after completing high school. Gaming, sports, movies, and traveling are his interests. A warm welcome to the Hawk Master Ali Farouk.
Thank you, Tawfiq. Good morning, Toastmasters and everyone else. My name is Ali Farooq, and for today's session, I'll be your Hark Master. So first of all, what is the Hark Master? The role of the Hark Master is to see if all the participants are focusing on the speeches. The Hark Master will quote some of the speeches said by the speakers and ask questions to the audience on who said which quote. So I'll be judging based on that. Thank you. Back to the MC.
Thank you. Now for the prepared speeches. Our first speaker just completed her 12th grade. She's still awaiting her results. She loves reading, swimming, baking, and drawing. I am delighted to welcome Kritika Vinay, whose speech title is The First Thing You Should Know About Me Is That I'm Not You.
The first thing you should know about me is that I'm not you. Good morning, respected mentors and my dear friends. I'm born in the state known for Rashtrakutas, Chalukyas, Tipu Sultan, Vishveshwaraya, and currently also known as Silicon Valley of India, that is Bangalore, capital of Karnataka. I am Kritika, just finished my 12th grade, waiting for my results. I have a sibling who is my younger sister, studying in 9th grade of ISB. My dad, who currently works as a divisional manager. My mom, who is the backbone of the family and happens to be a teacher come homemaker, and the new addition to the family. Guys, not one more sibling, a puppy. His name is Enzo. My hobbies are baking, reading, swimming, story writing, and drawing. I also enjoy playing basketball in my free time. Guys, we as siblings share our birthdays with a difference of 1 hour, which happens to be a day. I was born on the 27th of June and my sister was born on 26th of June. I have finished 7 levels of abacus, 3 levels in karate. I have done Bharatanatyam and cinematic dance for 3 years, but could not complete it since I had to move from Bahrain to Oman, but back to Bahrain again. I'm also a Cancerian. Since we have to, I enjoy watching English TV series with having Italian and Mexican cuisine. Since I'm from a professional family background, my grandfather being a doctor, and then my dad being a divisional manager, and then I'm a very organized person. Want to pursue in banking, finance, and have my own. And my passion is to have my own baking channel or open my own bakery in future. During my free time, I enjoy reading English novels, and my favorite book is Shadowhunters, written by Cassandra Clare. I also have participated in group dance, mime, short plays, choir programs during my school days. My reason to join Toastmaster was to become a better speaker and overcome my nervousness. I also enjoy doing adventurous rides and traveling around the globe. I have visited Far East, China, Hong Kong, Macau, and many more places, and to continue further. My mother tongue is Telugu, but I also know to speak Hindi, Kannada, and English. But I can also understand Malayalam and Tamil by watching a lot of movies. I have lived in Bahrain and Oman for my whole life, but only 2 years in India. This year, I'll be moving back to Bangalore to settle in and to pursue my higher studies. And I have a very funny habit of falling around to whichever places I visited. I have visited, which is due to my carelessness. This happens to entertain my whole family as one of the happy incidents during our trip. This is all routine about me. But the funny side of me is trying to reduce my weight for quite some time. Days have gone, but I have maintained the same due to my other passion of enjoying different kinds of food. On the on the whole, I'm a very funny, carefree, friendly, outgoing and trustworthy person. I would also like to thank everyone for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Kritika. The next speaker is a 13-year-old who enjoys drawing and singing. A ninth grader in the Indian School Bahrain, I am pleased to welcome Suhana Mohammed, and her title is Jewels in My Treasure.
Life is a challenge, and the way to the challenge is to ask yourself, is to stay calm and ask yourself, what is the next right move? Good morning, Toastmasters, mentors, and my dear friends. Today, I'll be introducing myself to you people. On the 29th of September 2007, a gift from heaven came down to earth. That little bundle of joy was me. I'm Sohana, born in Bahrain. I'm from India, Rajasthan. My mother tongue is Hindi. I'm the middle child in my family with an elder brother and a younger sister. My brother is 19 and my sister is 8. As people say that middle children are excluded or ignored, but I don't think I feel the same. Now, talking about my parents, my father, Mr. Mohammed Shamshad, is in medical profession. He is licensed as mental health expert, and my mother is a homemaker, and she takes care of us. My mother cooks delicious food, and I love to eat her biryani made by her. She also owns a YouTube channel. I study in Indian School Bahrain as a ninth grader. From 6th standard, which was age of 12, teacher used to give a lot of diagrams to draw, and I used to hate drawing. But then on my birthday, I got this oil pastels and a drawing kit as a birthday gift, and I wanted to use it eagerly. So my first drawing was not that good, but I didn't care. As days went by, I started to draw more and more, and now I love to draw. Other than drawing, I love to sing and sometimes cook food. I like to cook pasta. I'm a foodie, so I love to try new dishes, and my favorite cuisine is Italian. In that, my favorite dish is creamy cheese pasta. My favorite subject is science, and I'm hoping that my scientific knowledge helps me when I take medicine in future. The reason I am joining Toastmaster is to overcome my nervousness. As in, after 10 years, I would love to see myself as a doctor and an independent girl. Thank you.
Thank you. Our third speaker has a passion for swimming and reading. It is a pleasure to welcome Aisha Ali, and her title is Keep Growing.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Please pin the timer. Timer is Zurafa. Please pin the timer. You can just click on Zurafa and you can just pin her.
Can I start?
All the very best. Go ahead, please.
إن أفضل استثماره للمال هو استثماره في خلق الأجيال من المتعلمين والمثقفين. السلام عليكم. Good morning, everyone. The real asset of any advanced nation is its people, especially the educated ones. These wonderful words were said by the great leader Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. I believe Sheikh Zayed was very right. My name is Aisha Ali. I am 13 years old from Bahrain, BITP.
Aisha, you're having issues with your audio, please.
Sir, I have a problem. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you're audible, Aisha Ali. Go ahead, please.
My name is Aisha Ali. I am 13 years old from Bahrain, BITP. I believe Sheikh Zayed was very right. And today I thank you, the Youth Leadership Program coordinators, to help us in soft skills, how to communicate and be good leaders. I love history and culture. I come from a family with great history and culture. In my family, we are 5 members: my father, mother, and 2 cute sisters. My father is a professor and my mom is a businesswoman. My sisters Naila and Fatma like swimming and playing online games. I go to BITP school and I am in grade 8. My favorite subject is science. I wish to learn more about science subject and contribute to my country Bahrain in medical industry. My hobbies are swimming and reading books and traveling to learn more about history. But because of Corona, we can't travel, but good news is I got my vaccination. And now I know the yellow card is more important than the passport. Now we all have the yellow nationality and I am ready to travel. One day I want to learn horse riding and I also want to become expert in this sport. I appreciate all the efforts of the Youth Leadership Program coordinators to help us become better leaders and communicators. Over to you.
Thank you. Last but not least, an 8th grader studying in the Asian school who is 13 years old. His hobbies are reading and playing sports, and his favorite sport is soccer. I'm pleased to welcome David and Samuel, and his title is A Boy with a Vision.
Good morning to everyone. A dream becomes a vision, and a vision becomes a mission. My name is David M. Samuel. I'm 13 years of age, and I was born at April 17, 2008. My vision or my dream is to become a great leader with a great personality. Just like we cannot see without our eyes, without a vision, you cannot attain your purpose. My ambition is to be a chartered accountant, and my favorite hobby is reading and sports. And my favorite sports is football. I practice football every day, but playing at home is very risky because there is a high chance you will break everything around the house, just like I broke my mother's glass yesterday. My favorite food is chicken. My favorite fast food is pizza. And my favorite vegetable is potatoes. And my favorite fruit is oranges. I have a few words to talk about my parents too. They are the ones who recommended this youth leadership program to me, and I am very grateful to them. My parents are the one who guide me at the right path. My father works as a businessman, and my mother is a professor at a university. I have an elder sister, and she is the role model of my life. A few words about myself too. I'm friendly, and I love to make friends. But I'm frustrated at times. But remember, there are always better things ahead than any we have left behind. All we have is now. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I would like to request the timer to give their reports.
Yes. So our first speaker, Kritika, took 3 minutes and 43 seconds, and yes, she is qualified. Our second speaker, Suhana, took 2 minutes 13 seconds. She is disqualified. Our third speaker, Aisha, took 3 minutes and 11 seconds, and she is qualified. And our fourth speaker, David, took 1 minute and 49 seconds. He's disqualified. Thank you.
Thank you. Now to evaluate the prepared speeches, we have a 13-year-old girl who would like to be a businesswoman or an investor in Turkey. Reading books and browsing the internet are her hobbies. Her family consists of 7 members. I am thrilled to welcome Soha Aslam, who will be evaluating Kritika Vinay.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. And in Kritika's speech, like how she's speaking, I like that she is friendly. And she was born in 27th June and I was born in 30 June. That was a very interesting thing. And her, like she want to open a bakery, and she want to open her own bakery, and she like baking, and she's trying to reduce her weight. My reaction was like, oh, that's why all are doing like that. And she's funny. That is the most like she is funny. Everyone is funny. I like the people who are funny, like they're friendly and telling us jokes, and that is the most like interesting thing to me. Like she won 3 belts in karate. Wow, that is the most interesting thing. And that's enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is someone who loves sleeping and watching TV. Her ambition is to become a surgeon. I'm glad to welcome Khadija Zara, who will be evaluating Suhana Mohammed.
Is Khatija Zahra in? Khadija, can you unmute yourself, please, and put on your video?
She sent a message, Tawfiq. Her brother is speaking. Her brother is speaking right now, so I think.
Okay, Aisha, can you hold on and go for the other evaluator and then come back to her?
Yeah, hello, sir. Yeah, done.
Okay, can you then put your video and unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Am I audible and visible? Am I? Okay. Thank you so much, Masters of Ceremony. Good morning, Toastmasters, Chief Coordinators, guests, and all the young leaders presented here. I must say, wow, jewels in my treasure. That's a good saying. Something that is very important means by her speech title, Jewels in My Treasure. Jewels are very important to everyone, but the most important jewels are the kids to their parents. The beginning was superb, body was excellent, and the conclusion was memorable. In her speech, she told that being a middle child is always ignored. But that's not the truth. Everyone here who is a middle child should not feel that they're ignored. Actually, they're also given the same love. Even never give up. She told that one day in her birthday when she got oil pastels as a gift, She told that she was so into drawing, but her first drawing was not that good, but she never gave up. And day by day, after practicing a lot, she's improved in it. And then she also said that she's a foodie. Whenever her mother cooks biryani, chicken items, mouth-watering, biryani and other chicken items, she really loves to eat it. And then her favorite cuisine is Italian. Everything is very clear in her speech. And her favorite knowledge type is knowing about science. And as well as knowing in the science, she wants to become a doctor. And from 10 years from now, she sees herself as an independent girl. Overall, her speech was very perfect. Like, I'm speechless. But in some ways, there are a little chance of improvement. I actually tell her to, to stand up and speak and like move around. And her vocal tone, like vocal voice, she could have actually increased her vocal tone while speaking and decrease on some points so that her speech would be more interesting. But without that, also her speech was overall very best. I really loved it. Thank you. And over to you, Masters of Ceremony. And very good, Suhana. Clap.
Thank you. Now, a ninth grader in the Asian school with a passion for art, I'm delighted to welcome Faiza Arif, who will be evaluating Aisha Ali.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Good morning. Hope you're all doing great. Wow, what a beautiful speech given by Aisha Ali. The title, Keep Growing. Don't stop growing. Keep learning. And the opening was great. And how you want to learn horse riding and love sports. You will make Bahrain one day proud of it. And your history, your family comes with a history. I don't love history, but would love to know about your parents' history. Like all speeches, always have some scope of improvement. I have few points that I feel might complement your strength and make your speech better. Eye contact, rather than looking here and there, it's better you look into the camera. I saw that you were sometimes looking here and there. And notes, your speech would be a lot better if you not use notes, avoid using notes. It will give you confidence that yes, I can do it. And you will also know where you made mistakes, like, okay, now I forgot this one. Next time I'm gonna make it better and practice. And that's all. Your speech was really great. Just keep in mind the eye contact and the opening and the notes, and then everything was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, finally, a girl who wrote a web novel last summer began working on her dream of becoming an author. Her ambition in life is to inspire others through her work. She sees herself in people's hearts 10 years from now as a motivation and inspiration. I am pleased to welcome Anshura Samin, who will be evaluating David and Samuel.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. So today I'm going to evaluate David, and I must say it was a wonderful speech, very crisp and on the point. So the thing I loved about his speech was the way his eye contact and his voice modulation, it was perfect. And one thing I noticed was he wasn't using any, time to think and, the proper things like us and arms. So it was good. It was on point. It was well prepared. I can say that. And I was actually having some net issues at that time. Really sorry. So couldn't get much of yours. But whatever I heard, it was good. And I loved how you started with the starting of your speech. It was very good. And What else could I say about that? It was perfect. And one thing I noticed was you could add some more things. It was a little bit small, so you could elaborate about your life, your future goals. You can either elaborate about that, or you could add some of your childhood experiences or something like that. So it would have been more better. Otherwise, it was perfect, I must say. Back to you, MC.
Thank you. Now I would like to request the timer to give the reports.
Yes. So first, if our first evaluator Sohat took 54 seconds and she is disqualified. Our second speaker, our second evaluator Khadija, she took 2 minutes and 24 seconds, and yes, she qualified. Our third evaluator Faiza took 1 minute and 30 seconds, and she is disqualified. And our fourth speaker, our fourth evaluator Anshara took 1 minute and 20 seconds, and she is disqualified. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I would request you to please vote for the best evaluator through the given link. Next, we have a 16-year-old who attends TPS in Kuwait. Currently, she is in her 12th grade. She is an enthusiastic cook and swimmer. Watching movies is her favorite pastime. I'm pleased to welcome Noura Faisal as today's table topic master.
Good morning, everyone. Table topics help members practice the art of improvisation and also help us think on our feet. This helps us develop our 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. The topics I have prepared for you will hopefully help all of us become better at improvisation. I would request the timer to call out the timing guidelines for the table topic rounds.
Yes. 1 minute. So the table topic speaker should limit their remark to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you.
Okay, let's begin. Who would like to go first?
Since nobody is raising their hand, would you just pick up, please?
Yes. Rua Al-Samaji, AYLP, Rua Al-Samaji. Would you like to go first?
Just wiggle your toes as GTM Cynthia said, and you will be all fine. Just take a deep breath.
Good try. Wow. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Rua, are you here?
She's having a tough fight with her brother.
Toastmaster Tawfiq, please make a note of this child's name. He is our future YLP candidate. We should not miss this person.
Which one is that? The one with Rua?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Always keep an eye on future talents. Never let the person slip away.
Yeah, he wants to come on table topic. Noura, you can pick another one.
Okay. How about Jawad Ahmed, AYLP Jawad Ahmed? Is he here with us?
No, Jawad isn't here.
Could I go?
Ahmed Faruqi?
Zahra, you would like to volunteer?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Can you switch on your video, Zahra, please? If that's possible. Zahra Muniz?
Sorry. Yes, sorry.
Would you be able to switch on your video?
Sure.
Thank you, Zahra. And over to you, Noura Faisal. You're doing a great job.
Yes. Zahra, your topic for today is if you could be of any age for a week, what age would you be and why? I repeat, if you could be of any age for a week, what age would you choose to be and why?
Okay, so if I could be of any age for a week, I would probably be 7, because that seems to be the golden age. Whenever anyone tells stories of their childhood, it's always, oh, I was 7 when this happened, or, you know, at the age of 7, you know, I did something stupid. And as you get, I mean, the age of maybe 50, 60, 70, I think that's a little bit too old and I wouldn't be able to enjoy the week. At 20, 30, 40, I have too many responsibilities. I have a job, I have to pay bills. I don't think I'd want to be that age. And currently with school and just friends and this whole lockdown thing, there's a lot of stress. But if I was younger, I wouldn't really have to worry about so much. School isn't incredibly difficult, and you know, you don't have to worry about this person is my friend or this person isn't. You just kind of go and you get along with everyone, and everyone just plays together. And you don't fight and argue with your parents daily. You're just kind of there. It's a good age. You can, you know, you're on the brink of becoming a little bit more intelligent and finding your personality, and you've just come out of being like super childish. And normally you'll find that both 7-year-old boys and girls are actually interesting people to talk to. They ask good questions and they're pretty funny. So I think I'd be 7 years old.
Thank you, Zahra. That was very nice. Who would like to go next? Right, I saw Khadija's name.
Can I?
Khadija Zahra?
Yes.
Yes. So your topic would be, what is the most adventurous thing you have done and what made you do it? I repeat, what is the most adventurous thing you have done and what made you do it?
Thank you, table topic master. Adventurous thing, most probably I haven't done anything adventurous, even not in my childhood. I guess, yeah, like if we visit anywhere, I can actually share any experience, but I haven't done anything adventurous. So yeah, I can't speak about it.
Okay, if you would like to do something adventurous, what would you choose to do?
Okay, thank you so much. If I would like to do something adventurous, it would be most probably climbing the mountain. That is actually most adventurous, because while climbing, you need more concentration, and mostly with our friends. Like if we go with our friends, that would be more fun. Climbing on the trees, talking to each other, and then go like camping on a mountain, camping somewhere in which you can see a very beautiful view. And like many things are there to do, going on a trips and all. And yeah, and as well as, you know, right, the skydiving parts and all. Actually, I didn't get any chance to visit anywhere. If I would, I would really share, but most probably I would like to actually do mountain climbing, because it's the most like it's really good to thank you.
Thank you, Khadija. That was very fun to hear. Next.
Would you choose Abdali Barodawala since he couldn't have his evaluation? Abdali Barodawala, can you come forward, please? Abdali
Yes, sir.
Barodawala. Yeah. Noura, all yours.
Sorry. Yes. AYLP Abdiali would like to go next.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So your topic would be, what are you most grateful for? I repeat, what are you most grateful for?
Can I have a moment?
Sorry?
Can I have a moment to think?
Sure.
Can't really think of something.
Okay, I'll give you another topic then. If you could have one superpower for a day, what would you want?
Okay. First of all, thank you for giving this opportunity. I'm very nervous at this moment, but I'm trying to come over my nervous. So, a special ability, if I could have, I would like to have the Hulk's power. I don't know why, but I think it would be very fun to be a muscular person and move around like Hulk, raging everything and jumping over buildings and buildings. It would be really fun to do that. And I would like to have one more power that would be flying in the sky. You know, flying freely like a bird. That would be very awesome. And I could just have an world tour from it without paying any money and going in the flights. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, AYLP Abdiali. Next, I think AYLP Zarafa.
Yeah, I would like to.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your topic is, if you could be the richest person on earth for a year, what would you do with all that money?
Okay. Let me see. First of all, thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving a beautiful question. And good morning to everyone present here. So the question was, if I would be rich for 1 week, what will I do with it? First of all, I want to build a bungalow for myself, of course. First, I'm going to use the money for myself. And next, I'm just going to give it to people who are disabled, like can't have legs or something. They need money for some surgeries or something. I would like to help them and then help the poor, because if I get rich for 1 week, I have so many money. So I would spend it for them. So there will be no needy in this world anymore. And what else I would do is actually give some to my parents, of course. They are the one who raised me up, to where I'm now. If I'm here now, it's because of my parents. So of course I'm going to share to them. And what else? I will spend some money on plants. Of course, I love plants. I love gardening. At least every Friday, at least I try to plant one tree. One plant in my house, like indoor plants, of course. So I will truly try to spread trees, greenery all over the world. And yeah, and moreover, I would spend in first making my bungalow, and then on needy and disabled people. And third is, of course, my most favorite thing, my plants. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Zarafa. That's a really good hobby you have, planting.
Thank you.
I think that was the last table topic for today.
Thank you, Noora. Now I would request the timer to give the reports.
Yes. So our first table topic speaker, Ru'a, took 1 minute and 19 seconds, and yes, she is qualified. Our second speaker, Khatija, took 1 minute and 22 seconds, and yes, he is qualified too. And then our third speaker, Abdali, took 48 seconds, and he is disqualified. And our fourth speaker, Zurafa, took 1 minute and 36 seconds, and yes, he is qualified. Thank you.
Please vote for the best table topic participant through the given link.
I didn't see that link for speaker and evaluator. Like, is it open now?
It is posted on the chat. Maybe possibly you were out that time. Okay, I will post it again. The table topics is posted. Again, I will post the other two links for the speaker and the evaluator. Aisha, you can go with the Harp Master.
Now I would request Ali Farooq as our harp master.
Yes, hello. Thank you, MC. So now I'll be asking quotes from the speakers, and I'll be quoting quoting what the speaker said and asking the audience who said what. So first of all, let me pick one quote. For example, let's see. Okay. So first of all, this speaker's dream is to open her own bakery. She has traveled a lot and enjoys different types of food. So does anyone know who I'm talking about over here? And so no one has an idea. Well, this
Zurafa,
quote was...
you have raised the hand, Zurafa?
Yes, sir.
You have raised the hand?
Sorry, sir.
Is it Sahana?
No, this is from Kritika, who said the first speech that she travels a lot and wants to open her own bakery. So nevertheless, the second, let's see, this, okay, yeah, this one. The real advance for the nation are its people, especially the educated ones. She loves history and culture, and in the future, she wants to become an expert horse rider.
Aisha Ali. Aisha Ali said this.
Yes, exactly. Aisha Ali said this. Nice one, Khadija. And yeah, I think that's it. The other ones are not that specific. Thank you. Back to them, MC.
Thank you, Ali. I now request the timer to give the report.
You are asking the icebreaker table topic and other, right?
Half.
Sorry?
The harp master.
Yeah, the app max is for 1 minute, and I'm sorry, like, yes, 1 minute. Please.
It's fine, go ahead.
Sorry, sir.
Thank you. Now I would request you to vote for the best harp participant.
On the chat links, we have put for this best speaker, prepared speaker, we have put for evaluator, we have put for table topics, and we have put for the Harp Master. So please do cast your vote. It's very important that we encourage all participants and recognize the ones that have flared above the rest. It does not mean that the others are not good, but it's just that they excel today.
Like, sir, how should we, like, Harp Master 1, Harp Master 2, Harp Master 3? It's given like this.
Yeah, so like the first Harp Master, whoever Ali pointed out, Ali Farooq pointed out, did well, then that's the Harp Master 1. If not, the second, then the third.
Who is the second?
Everybody busy in voting? It seems a big, long silence. Guests can vote as well.
Sir, like in Hark Master 1 is Ali Faruqi. So we have to vote 1 itself, right?
Yes, please. I guess by the time everybody is casting their votes, MC, Aisha, can you take over and call upon the next segment, which is the general evaluation? Thank you.
In order to evaluate our performance, we have from all the way from Kuwait, our general evaluator of the whole proceeding, Miss Toastmaster Faria Fatima.
Thank you so much, MC, and good morning, everyone. This will be a kind of an impromptu general evaluation session for me. So I am extremely glad that I was a part of this today because you all have blown my mind. I mean, it just does not seem as if you are youth leaders. Of course, you are leaders, hands down, you are leaders. But it just did not seem as though that you're young people. You have carried out this entire session in such a professional and in spot on. Each and every member who has participated and all the role players that have done their jobs, they were all spot on. Let me start with the MC. Wow. It was absolutely smooth sailing since the beginning to the end without any hitches or confusions. You have done an extremely well done job, very smooth, very confident, and obviously it does not seem as if it was done for the first time. The timer, wow, very short, very crisp. The name, time, qualified or disqualified, name, time, qualified, disqualified. Such confidence I have not even seen in some of the, adult Toastmasters, that you precisely know whether it was before time, after time, qualified or disqualified. Absolutely well done. All the icebreaker speeches. Again, I have to mention this again. It did not seem as if it was your first speech. The speech structures of most of the speakers were spot on. You were able to introduce yourselves well. We got to know about your personal lives. We got to know about what you want to do in the future. Your parents, your siblings, everything was mentioned in a clear, crisp way. Evaluations, again, it really blew my mind how confidently and on the spot you were able to evaluate so quickly and so precisely. All evaluators kudos to you all. I was very, very happy to hear the evaluations from all the evaluators, because even though there may be disqualifications about time, but I have a very big heart today and I do not want to disqualify anyone today, because everyone was doing their job for the first time and it was absolutely brilliant. Hark Master also was paying attention. He was able to give us a few sentences and ask us what we were doing. I would prefer if there were a little more enthusiastic participants, as well as the Hark Master could have been a little more mysterious in asking questions. So that could have improved on the tone of the meeting. Other than that, brilliantly done, all of you. Kudos to everyone. Back to you, MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Faya. I now request the timer to give the report.
Yes. So our general evaluator took 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Zulafa. Now I would like the grammarian to give their report.
Is this the report on the evaluators' speech, or like the youth leaders?
The entire session, Zahra?
The
Including
entire
the word,
session.
including the word of the day, unleash.
I thought it was only the 4 speakers that spoke at the beginning.
Go ahead.
Sure. So I'm only going to talk about the 4 speakers because that's all that I wrote down. As far as I know, none of them used unleash. So Kritika, she started her sentences trying to convey one point, but she used the wrong connectives and like made it into something else. Like she was making a point and then she used another word and it became a question at the end. And she cut herself off quite a few times. But other than that, she had a good flow and she connected all of her points through her family and anecdotes. Suhana, she was very well spoken. She had good pauses, and as far as I know, she didn't make any grammatical errors. She had good vocabulary and good punctuation. She had a clear introduction, and she talked about her passions and connected them to her future, and I liked the way she did that. Aisha, I didn't exactly write down any particular sentences, but here and there she misused a couple of articles, like she didn't add an or a the. And like she had a couple of jokes, like the yellow card is more important than the passport because of the whole vaccination thing. And she connected, wanting to travel with the vaccination with, how the world is going to evolve, I guess. And she did that well. And she had very good description words for describing her family and her passions. And David, his sentences were very clear. They were like a good length, and he had a good flow as well. But like Zurafa had said earlier, his speech was quite short. A quote that he used that I liked was, "Without vision, you cannot attain your purpose." And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Sarah. Now I would like to invite the Chief Coordinator, Toastmaster Tawfiq, to give the awards, thanks, and comments.
Thank you, MC. Very well done. It wasn't visible that it was your first instance that you took over as MC. And all the participants, I am sure with the wiggling of the toes, it helped you on. Before I go on to the awards, we need the other team to join in as well. So we will wait till then. I would invite guest Kadisha Kari. What was your takeaway today? Thank you, first of all, for joining us, Toastmaster Kadisha. Would you unmute yourself and let us know, how did you feel about the meeting?
Hi there, Tawfiq and everyone. Congratulations on having an extraordinary meeting. That's my first time viewing a youth leadership program this way. It was wonderful to see. And the speakers were amazing. Congratulations, everyone. And the evaluators, table topic speakers, very impressive. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it and to witness it. Well done, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for joining in, Kadisha. Mentor Ram, what was your takeaway today? How did you feel and how your mentees performed?
What was my takeaway? First of all, wiggle those toes. Wasn't that a fantastic tip? I certainly learned that tip. If only I was your age when I actually encountered Toastmasters. So my first feedback to everyone is, first of all, well done to everybody who put their hand up. It is scary, but you're now on the first step to success. Yeah, because now you've put your hand up, the fear of God is a little bit behind you. It'll get better as you do it. So my takeaway is that you're all awesome, and please keep doing what you're doing, and you'll be fantastic for your next table topics or for your next evaluation. I think everybody did really, really well. Back to you, Tawfiq.
Thank you, Mentor Ram. Now another mentor, Mentor Shazia, can you unmute yourself? Mentor Shazia. Okay, I will get back to her. I guess she's not on the desk. Guest Mehnaz Khan, how was your experience today? What was your takeaway?
Can you hear me?
Yes, please, go ahead.
I'm just speechless after hearing everybody, whatever they have done. It's the justice to their part, really. Hats off. And feeling grateful to attain such a nice meeting today. Hoping for the next one also. Thanks a lot.
Was this your first experience, Guest Mehnaz Khan?
What?
Was this your first experience?
Yes.
Good, good. We look forward to having you again. Thank you. Mentor and always the chairperson, cheering every time, and she was doing the same while the speeches were going on. Mentor DTM Gayatri.
Thoroughly enjoyed, thoroughly enjoyable. No, it's not an enjoy. I didn't enjoy it. I was immersed because the kind of words our leaders have been using today in their icebreaker speeches, our MC script, how she's doing it so well, and our evaluators, our table topic speakers, even if they spoke for a short while, the kind of words, the kind of thought processes they have, I thoroughly immersed myself in what they were saying. So if I say that I went 2 steps beyond enjoyed, I think I'll be absolutely right. Thoroughly worthwhile time today. I'm not at home. I'm outside, somewhere else. But I still made time today because I didn't want to miss the icebreaker speeches and the evaluations. Most importantly, here I would like to give a couple of pointers for all our youngsters here. When you're giving your icebreaker speeches, or if it is your table topics or your evaluation, it would be good if you stand and speak. Because when you sit and speak, it sort of inhibits you. Oh my God, what am I going to say? What are they going to do to me? Those kind of thoughts. But when you're standing, you are your own master, your own mistress. You stand tall. And when the words come out, that's when they have an impact. Make sure that whatever you do leaves an impact. You don't need to win. You don't need to get this best or that best. But if you reach out to a few people and you make an impact on the listener, on the audience, I think you've made your mark. That's what legends are made of. And over here, every one of our leaders has done an excellent job. And some of our guests were students, and some of our guests were parents. I think they will see, and they can see visibly the kind of changes that we see in our leaders over here. I'm looking forward to the next meeting, and ultimately, I'm looking forward to our leaders becoming leaders on their own.
Thank you, DTM Gayatri, for your encouragement as usual, always. It's coming from the heart and we can feel it. Toastmaster Shazia, are you available? We'd love to hear from you as well. Mentor Toastmaster Shazia. I guess she's still having issues or possibly not connected. Rua, are you available, Rua? Because we missed you during the table topic. If Rua, you were there, can you unmute yourself? No, she. Rua? No, I don't see her. Anybody of the role players who were not able to come on table topics, would you like to switch on your camera and say what was your takeaway today? What did you learn? What you like to learn? The mentors are all here. They're here to guide you, and so are the coordinators. So feel free, come forward. Let us know how we can improvise, how we can improve. It's a learning process. So there are no right or wrong answers. You can unmute yourself and please come forward. Let us know, how did you feel? What was your takeaway today? I'll start with Aisha. Aisha, how did you feel being an MC? Did you overcome your nervousness?
Yes, I did overcome my nervousness.
So who was your inspiration and how did you overcome this?
The tips Toastmasters and Cynthia gave really helped, wiggling the toes and taking a deep breath.
Okay, great. I'll move on to speaker David, who's also the secretary.
Yes, today I was able to, I actually get afraid most of the time when there are about like 300 people. I think once, when I was a child itself, I wasn't too scared. I was a little scared, but right now I have overcome my fears, and I used to be a lot more conscious about how I'm dressed, how I'm speaking, how are people looking at me. Right now, I'm not afraid of that right now. And speaking about, telling the speech, it also helped me to overcome all my fears, and I'm very happy about that also. And the session was a great session for me also. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much. Khadija Zara, how was your session today? What was
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Actually, you know what? In the table topic, the adventure thing, I was kind of like, I didn't have any experience. And even today, I'm going to visit a trampoline park. So after that, I can actually say you something about this adventure and all. And wriggling the toes at the table topics time, right? I actually wriggled my toes and then something came out of my mind, whatever was there. Actually didn't even think that mountain climbing I would do. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, this wriggling toes really worked at the last moment. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Khadija. That's why we want a keynote speaker to encourage you guys and let you know how it feels. And each session is a very important session. Zurafa, how was your role as a timer, and also you participate in topics?
Yes, sir. I was very excited for Saturday to arrive because a timer role was so a new experience for me. As I was excited, I went as I thought it should go. And table topic, I was not expecting to get a chance, but it was a good experience to another interesting experience. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, we always wait for the Saturday to arrive soon. Like in the chat, also we'll be saying to each other, like with friends. There are some of my friends will be saying when this Saturday will arrive, and then so excited to see.
Thank you. You can have more sessions with your mentors. They are equally excited to have you on and give you the guidance. Osaid Khan, you joined late, but nevertheless, you are with us. So how was your experience?
No,
You
I
didn't
was
play
like at the start, then in the between, I got disconnected, then I joined again. I was there at the start.
Okay, so what did you experience today, and what is your takeaway today, and what you would like to learn or you like to explore?
I've definitely learned something very new, and I'm looking forward to learn more things. Like I knew smiling would really help, but wiggling your toes actually helps. I really tried it on the mirror itself, and I would really look forward for more tips. So thank you.
You're muted, Osaid. Yeah, you cut off in between.
Yeah, and I was really hoping to get a table topic, but I did not get one. Hopefully next time I do get one. And thank you for listening.
Your table topic is
to
all
you.
on. Your table topic is all on. Mentor Ram is about to give your table topic. Mentor Ram, shoot one.
Yeah, you said your table topic is this. Because you missed out, we can't allow that. So please tell us about your favorite food and why it is your favorite food. Over to you.
Okay, so thank you for giving me a chance, very unexpectedly, but I really appreciate getting a chance. So my favorite food is pizza, and it's my favorite food because I don't really get it to eat much. Now the thing with the theory is when you get something less and it tastes good, it becomes your favorite. When you eat something every day, even if it tastes good, it becomes boring. So that's why I like it the most. And I really like it from Domino's in particular. I don't really prefer from any others. They do taste good, but I find Domino's the best. And thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Well
We
done.
don't upset anybody who don't get a chance. It's your platform to speak over and not ours. So feel free, come forward, take off that fear. Nuha, can you unmute yourself and let us know? No?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Nuha, go ahead, please. So how was your learning today? What's your takeaway? What you like to improve? Did you overcome your fear today?
Yes, today I learned a lot of things. We should not be afraid when we're public speaking, and I even learned that we shouldn't sing and sing.
You're muted, Nuha.
Audible?
Yeah, you're audible now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sarah, can you unmute yourself, Sarah? Ishan Binesh, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you put your
I'm
video on?
audible.
Can you put your video as well? Yes, Ishan, how was your learning takeaway today? Anything that you would like to share?
Okay, yes, sir. I think it was a really good session when Miss Cynthia Scott came, and actually enjoyed the part where she motivated all of us. So I think it was really good. And overall, the speeches and the evaluations were really good.
Anything that you would like to learn from our mentors? Any questions, any queries?
I didn't get you.
Do you have any questions, queries to the mentors? Would you like to know more? Because
No,
today,
I haven't.
Today was a session exclusively for you.
Sorry, you were not audible.
Today was a session, it was exclusively for YLP, and this is how the meetings will be conducted forward. We'll have a keynote speaker to encourage, motivate you, and then when we have a session separately with the president, the general session, the table topics, there's prepared speeches, all that will continue. So these were the projects that were assigned, and we'll continue session by session in the same way. So do you have any questions? You want to know more? Are you familiar with the pattern today?
Yes, I'm familiar with the pattern today, and if I have any questions, I shall imply to my mentors, or I shall ask them. And especially, I would just like to say that in my group 7, mentor Ram sir and Sangeeta ma'am were really helpful when I had a doubt.
Thank you, appreciate.
Okay.
Applause for Mentor Ram and Mentor Sangeeta, and of course the other mentors as well who have been participating with true heart. We appreciate that. Faiza Arif, can you unmute yourself and let us know what were your takeaways today? Anything you learned new?
Yes, sir.
You put your video on as well? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I learned how to evaluate because I'm never good at evaluating a speech. I also learned how to overcome my nervousness. I'm always nervous when I speak, not in front of class, but when I see strangers, strange people, I just start feeling nervous and panic. Yeah, that's what I learned.
So the tips really worked from DTM Gayatri today that you used. I saw that the sandwich method that you used for evaluation. I was stunned actually.
Yeah, it was helpful.
Thank you. Zahra Muniz, how was your role as grammarian and how well did you enjoy? How well you could unleash and what you unleashed today?
Well, I forgot that I had to, well, I mean, I didn't know that I had to pay attention to everyone's grammar mistakes and whether they use the word unleash or not. So I guess if I get assigned the role next time, I'll pay attention to that. But otherwise, it was a good experience because you have to pay attention to everything that everyone says and pick up on like errors and things that they did well. And it helps you with your own English as well. So I think it was a good position.
Thank you for your extra care and listening to the others. Listening is again a skill which not everybody has, including me. I don't have a good listening skill. I lack sometimes. Ahmed Farooq, would you like to share, please, and mute yourself and let us know? Ahmed Farooq.
This meeting is being recorded.
We're having the other session coming in, joining in, like taking over mafia. Toastmaster Viqar.
I am not the mafia, nothing like that. And it was a wonderful meeting in the BYLP. Hope AYLP also enjoyed a similar passion, I believe. And with that, we won't take much time, and we will give handover to our IPP Toastmaster Santosh Abraham, as well as the mentor for the group 4. Over to you, Mr. IPP Santosh Abraham.
Thank you, Vibrant Coordinator, Toastmaster Mohammed Viqaruddin. I'm so happy. It's just the third session. I've seen all of you performing so well. I've been in the BYLP session. In fact, I missed the first part of the session where the team Cynthia was been mentioning about the table topics, impromptu speaking. But I've seen all the role players play a wonderful role. Just now, the fluency, the confidence that you have is superb. You know, our Toastmaster, generally valued Toastmaster Purvi Shah had very clearly mentioned things wonderfully well. So I don't want to cover many things, but what I've noticed is two things which I wanted to confirm is that why are we here for the YLP, Youth Leadership Program? We are not training you to become radio speakers, are we? No, we're not training you to read news in a radio center, are we? No, we are training you to be communicators and leaders. So at least when you're speaking, keep your video on and speak confidently. That's what, even if you fail, even if you fall, falter, you'll still rise up. And just like our president said, you fall to the front, not to the back. And now, the second aspect which I want to tell you is this, that, when you're speaking, and here I've seen, what was your speech today? Most of you were doing an icebreaker, telling about yourself. Do you really have to look at the screen to tell about yourself? Come on. I mean, you're all, what about yourself? You don't need to tell your name by looking at the screen. How many brothers, sisters you have? What is your hobbies? What do you want to look at the screen to tell that? You can just say that. See, the thing is that when you say, and it's just a 2 to 3 minute speech. If you could just by heart that, or, speak, just practice that and say that across, it will show a lot of sincerity. You'll be speaking out of the heart. For example, if I had to say, what you say is important, how you say it is also important. If I have to say that you are simply smart, okay, I can say it in different ways. I can say, oh, you're simply smart. Will that really convey the meaning? You're simply smart. Hey, you're simply smart. You're simply smart, huh? And then I can say, you are simply smart. Now, the way I say it makes a lot of difference, right? So you can only do that. You cannot read. You read in the screen and I'm going to speak and say, you are simply smart. It doesn't really express yourself. So you got to really express yourself, and that is why you need to take some time to practice. And it's just a 3 minute speech. So take some time to practice and then go ahead and deliver it across. So you can show your emotions, show your gestures, and that really makes a speech. So we are here to train you into being communicators and leaders. Don't worry about it. Some of them are more confident than you are, but switch on your video and speak, because we love to see you lovely, wonderful. All of you are beautiful and handsome. We like to see you speaking with that confidence. And don't worry about you being slow or some people being slow, some people being, it doesn't matter. How many of you have flown on a flight? There's nobody here who's not flown on a flight, right? Yeah, all of you are. Now, have you seen how, which is the biggest flight? Okay, tell me about a big flight. Don't say about the biggest flight. About a big Airbus. What do you want to say? Who wants to unmute and say a big flight? Name of a big flight, aircraft. Emirates. Okay. Tell me about this type of aircraft. Huh?
May I?
Yeah, please.
Airbus 380 Antonov.
Airbus A380 is a very big aircraft. Wonderful. Okay. Now, have you seen when an Airbus A380 is parked at the gates, how does it go back to the runway?
Pushback sequence.
There's a pushback van that comes. It's a small van, right? A pushback tug. You call it as a tug vehicle. The tug vehicle comes, pushes it slowly. And if somebody sees this who have never seen what an aircraft is, doesn't know what an aircraft does, and he looks at this particular thing and says, what an useless thing it is. It can't even move on yourself. It has to be pushed to the, he has to be pushed. So they don't even know what an aircraft. Suppose somebody doesn't know what an aircraft is. He looks at that and said, what a useless piece of junk. It has to be pushed across because the aircraft cannot reverse on its own. Now, the aircraft reverses across. And then somebody who doesn't know how an aircraft does, the aircraft slowly taxis, right? That's how it does, right? Does the plane go quick? No, it slowly taxis. It slowly goes. If somebody doesn't know what a flight does, it looks at it and says, oh, what a ridiculous thing. It's slowly moving as if it's a ant can move faster than this. Now, but then after some time, the vehicle takes speed. And then it's okay, now something is happening. And then it takes off, right? Now it takes off. Now, some of you might be, some of you may be good, some of you may be moving so slow. And maybe people look at you and say, maybe so slow. But you understand that you have the potential of a A380. You have been, so we need mentors and coordinators like us to push you into the runway. But when you reach that runway, you will definitely start moving, maybe slow. Maybe others would say you're very slow, what to do. But then you will taxi. But if you are moving, unless that plane moves, if somebody keeps ridiculing the plane and says, okay, the pilot says, no, then I'm going to stop. It stops. You're not going to fly. But it's going to slowly move. It's going to taxi. It's going to gain speed, and it's going to fly and take off. And I'm telling you, each one of you here has the potential to take off. Each one of you has the potential to fly. But the idea is to, be subject to that tug pull, the tug vehicle that pushes you into the mainstream, into the runway, and then take the daringness to go forward and go slow so that you can definitely taxi and fly off. I'm telling you, all of you have the potential. So next time when you come in, switch on your videos, because we are here for 2 hours. You want to switch off in between, it's okay. At least when you're speaking, take your videos on. Take your videos on and go ahead and speak with confidence. Next time when you're preparing, prepare for some time. You have a whole week in advance. So try to prepare. Don't prepare on Thursday or a Friday. Prepare a few days in advance so that you can really come out and speak with that confidence. I've seen some of you speaking with the confidence, but even in the impromptu speaking, when try to speak for that 2 minutes. Try to speak. Doesn't matter what you do. We are all here to make mistakes, but try to do that. I've seen a fabulous session today, and you can do very good. You have wonderful mentors here, coordinators here. Only one person had approached me for help. I'm saying that if you don't need help, it's okay. But and if you really need help, we are there to help you. So you please feel free to approach us. All the coordinators, experienced people, we are here to give our best to you. So, and you already have the potential of what is that vehicle that I said? What is the aircraft? A380. So anybody says that you're a slow coach, say I'm an A380, I'm going to take off. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And back to you, coordinator, Toastmaster Mohammed Viqaruddin.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful inspiration, word of wisdom to the youth participant, and enjoy your sessions and by speaking. And this is our IPP, means immediate past president of Bahrain IT Toastmaster Professional Club. And he is our inspiration leader for our club as well, and as well as inspiration to the YLP youth leaders. Thank you for your words. Now with that, there is a result was not declared for the AYLP, so I would like to give handover to Toastmaster Tawfiq. After that, we will conclude the meeting.
We, in fact, even did not adjourn the AYLP because of President of AYLP wasn't available, and Vice President Anshara Samin, she took over the responsibility at a short notice. Appreciate that. Now, for the results that we are all waiting for the AYLP, first of all, we don't know who was the BYLP. So Mohammed Viqar, Toastmaster, can you just share us who was in the BYLP so that at least AYLP would know what happened in BYLP?
Yeah, sure. I will share that. Thank you for that, to inform about everyone to know about it. The Best Speaker Award was winner by Sara Sumesh, was the best speaker in BYLP. And the best evaluator is youth leader Amir Lakdawala. And the best evaluator, again, it's went to Amir Lakdawala. And best table topic also goes to Amir Lakdawala. I already repeat again. Now, Heart Master, it was a toughest choice, and it was and it was first time, but they done a fabulous and marvelous job, and identified by youth leader Aisha was president, identified that word, and she was the winner for the Heart Master. And as we mentioned, the first timer award, which is really appreciate first timer, because that is for Zayed Mullah, who have done a great job as a timer. And along with that, in AYLP, our colleague Toastmaster Tawfiq will announce for the first timer award. Back to you, Toastmaster Tawfiq.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viqar. It's good to hear all appreciations and recognitions of BYLP. Now I come back to AYLP. And AYLP, the speakers were fantabulous. I'm absolutely speechless. And thanks again to the mentors who have put in a lot of effort. It didn't look like as if they were speaking for the icebreaker. And some tips, of course, from IPP, President Santosh. He has been a marvelous role, mentor, and even including us as well in the BITP. The speaker goes to, with a big round of applause, Kritika. Kritika, are you here? Can you unmute, Kritika?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We should say thank you for joining us and giving us this opportunity to listen to you. Evaluator, any guesses?
Khadija. Khadija.
Khadija Zahra.
Thank you.
Our pleasure, Khadija Zahra. Table topic, any guesses?
Timer.
Zahra Muniz.
Table topic, who? Noora, who was the fifth table topic? I will give the privilege to you since you were the table topic master.
Fifth, I think it was Zurafa.
Zurafa, were you the table topic master for fifth? You're muted, Zurafa.
Yes, sir. Sir, I think it was only 4 speakers.
So you were the last one, right? Yeah, so congratulations. So you get it, Zurafa. Zurafa, you don't go away. As happens with BYLP, it's happening again, AYLP. Thank you again for taking the first time timer award. And it goes to none other than Zurafa. Zurafa, thank you very much. It was very well appreciated by the mentors and all in the group as well. Because you were spot on, and that's why the timing is very important. That's all we have for the AYLP, and over to you, Toastmaster Viqar, to conclude, and maybe you can pass on to Anshara Samin, because we didn't have the end of the session for AYLP.
Okay. So if you want to conclude, after that, we will give to our DTM Gayatri for a few words. Yes, Ansara, you can conclude the session for AVL.
Okay, so I propose to conclude the session for AYLP.
Okay, thank you. And with that, we will hand over to our group 1, more focus and enthusiasm I can see in the group 1. And with that, DTM Gayatri, Madam, can you share a few words with all students?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohammed. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. The group is very dynamic, and our leaders are they're very quick in picking up whatever guidelines you give them. You tell them these are how, this is how you are supposed to follow, and they do it, and they're very sincere in that. And so definitely that's a word of appreciation. I would like to attend definitely the BYLP sometime, because I see that, well, the way we have such great speakers over here in A group, I'd like to definitely sometime attend the B group and see how they're doing. But I have absolutely no doubts that the entire YLP, the whole process is taking shape excellently. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohammed and Toastmaster Tawfiq, for all the efforts that you've made so far. Our leaders are gaining a lot, I think, and as mentors, we also gain a lot, because we see, a gardener, when a gardener pours water and the flowers and the plants bloom, and then the flowers bloom, every young leader, youth leader here in this group is like a bud, and as they flower, as they blossom, I think they're going to take off very well, just like the Airbus that Toastmaster Santosh was talking about. Absolutely, they're taking off, and by the end of the YLP, we will see spectacular results. Already they can see things in themselves. That slow change. By the end of it, they will see a spectacular difference in who they were and what they are. That's it. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, with us and leading the youth leadership program, especially to the group one. And with that, anyone I missed here, Toastmaster Ram, I can see over here he's enjoying. You can say a few words. I like it. You say only few words.
Few words. What a fantastic session. I can't compete with Toastmaster Gayatri. Everybody did fantastic. I just want to re-echo what I said earlier. Just keep putting your hand up. Please ask help. If you don't ask for help, we all think you already know what you're doing. But this is a perfect time to just admit maybe a bit of advice is helpful. Back to you, Toastmaster Mohammed.
Thank you so much. With that, I would like to say about our next session. Within 2 minutes, I will finish it up. Next session is session number 4. And what is that session number 4? Can you say someone will give you one certificate award? Session number 4. What is the session number 4?
We elect the president, vice president, secretary, and all of that.
No, session number 4, coming up session 4. Session 4 about organize your speech. So there will be a workshop leader or workshop speaker is coming, Toastmaster Tabassum. Book your date for next. When is the date for next session?
31st July.
31st July. Excellent. 31st July, Toastmaster Tabassum is joining us. And most of them may be not aware of this one, how to organize your speech, where to start, how to start. This one, she is coming up. And with that, in the coming meetings, what we done by today's meeting, similarly, it's happening in coming session. So this time, maybe first time we are also give exception. Maybe they did not give the title. Maybe they did not make the allotted time they need to speak, and we did not make the disqualification. And we encourage you to speak. So your good way is going ahead. For the next meeting, first come first. If you are not attending, you say in advance, I'm not attending in advance 1 week before. We don't want to chase you and asking for your speech title and are you ready for the role? Are you doing or not doing? So we are here to help. You know, mentors, they are telling you the feedback. They are here to help you, to nurture you, to make you a better. Already, if you are there, you want to make yourself as better. So better, what you do, you have to come up with, raise your hand, question in the group, it's open. Whatever question you have, you can open. If you are not reaching individually, it's fine. You can write in the same group, you have a question, I have a doubt, something you can do. So in the coming session, its agenda is very clear from this session. First will be the icebreaker. Those who have not done, they have to come up and we will assigning in coming 1 and 2 days. We will send you the draft agenda. First will be as this, your speech about your icebreaker. And the second one will be evaluation. Third will be the table topics. And fourth will be the heart master. So agenda is very clear. And we have a role players, which is master of ceremonies, timer, grammarian, heart master, table topic master. So these are the roles. In 1-2 days, you will get it. Be ready for that. So this is about our coming meeting. With that, I would like to conclude this meeting. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye.